Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Right. So yesterday we were discussing about geography, right? Sorry, Russia.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. And one thing I forgot is, or I didn't remember was, if you see Russia, we have we have seen so many features from Russia. But one thing which I would like to ask is, what do you think about the forest cover of Russia? What do you think about the forest cover of Russia?
So you are asking the percentage of our score?
Not percentage, simply about forest cover of Russia, nothing.
Sir, coniferous forest?
Good. Coniferous forest, yes. Then anything else related to forest?
There will be softwood trees.
Good. Yes, softwood trees. Then then that's it. Right. So
Sir,
then, yeah.
I think the Siberian tiger is found in Russia now.
Yeah, yes, because Siberia is there, obviously.
Siberian tiger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Siberia is there. So then obviously Siberian tiger will be present in Russia only. Coniferous, birch. Okay. Right. So what do you think about the forest cover when compared to India? Will it be high or is it? Do you think it would be lower? Higher or lower? Forest cover. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So right, tell me that. I asked you a question. higher, more than India. Okay. Well-maintained forest cover even in near walkways. It shows their consideration to environment. Right, good. So anyways, Russia is the country which has highest percentage of, sorry, not percentage, highest area under the forest. Okay, Russia is the country that has highest percentage, not percentage, highest area of forest cover in the world. Okay. Right? Shall we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, do you remember this Bushman tribe and Maasai tribe?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So, just like Bushman tribe, Maasai tribe, there is a tribal community. There is a tribe in the Arabian region also, the Middle East region. Okay. Some of them are in Egypt. Okay. Even northern part of Africa, this tribal community is there. Okay. So it is a very big tribal community, one of the most important tribal peoples of the world. Okay. This tribal people are known as Bedouins. Bedouins, Bedouins, Bedouins tribal community. Okay, so some of them are pastorals, some of them are nomads. Okay, but majorly their life dependent upon animal rearing only, camel, goat. Okay, so this Bedouin tribal community is a very important tribal community which you should include in your Middle East. Okay.
Sir,
Okay, good.
hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yesterday, you told that Russia is the only country in both Europe and Asia.
No,
But
no,
what
no.
about
I asked you
Turkey?
to check whether it is the only country or is there any other country.
I think a part of Turkey lies in European continent.
Okay, so Turkey also is one of the country which shares border with both Asian continent and European continent, right? Okay, good then.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, is there anything else I asked you to do? I remember 2 or 3 things which I asked you guys to look. Okay, why hard deserts are on the western side of the country? No, no, no. I told you to remember the question. That's it. Right. Then we'll move on. So, what is this country? What is this country called?
China.
China. Good. So, Russia is there, China is there. Which country you think shares the maximum number of borders with other countries? Highest number of borders with other countries out of China and Russia? Because obviously China or Russia should be the country which shares highest number of borders. But between these two, which one?
So China.
China. Okay, so China shares the highest number of borders with other countries. It's not Russia, though Russia is bigger than China. China shares highest number of border. Okay, right. So what do you people know about China? What do you people know about China?
High population.
Population.
Highest population in the world. Okay. Then
One of the world's biggest exporter.
one of the
One of the world's biggest exporter.
yes. Good. Then
Third largest country.
third largest country in the world. Good. Then
So 50% of tin is produced by China.
50% of.
Tin is produced by China.
Okay, good. Half of tin in the world is produced by China. Okay, good. He was discovered here. Ah, is it so? That's an interesting fact. Then what else? High economic growth, high tech architecture. Okay. Actually, recent days, the Chinese economic growth is plummeting. Okay, it's getting reduced these days. Then Anantu, why India's map? Okay, right. See, reason is you know that Jammu and Kashmir is being contested by both the countries, right? The Chinese part is known as Akshay Chin, okay, which China considers to be a part of China. And the Pakistan side also, LOC is their line of control, and this side LAC is their line of actual control. So the problem is both of them want share from the northern part of India. So different maps obviously going to show different things. Okay, that's why India is like that. Mandarin language, Great Wall of China. Okay. Only one time zone for such a large country. Speaking about time zone. Again, Russia is the country that has highest number of time zones in the world. 11 time zones, if I'm not wrong. Yes. Then Yangtze River and Yellow River are the two most important rivers of China. Okay, and apart from that, Mekong also an important river, not just for China but also for other Southeast Asian nations like Myanmar, Vietnam, Thailand. Mekong is one of the important rivers. That's why there's a cooperation, Mekong cooperation. Okay, we have with the Southeast Asian countries like Myanmar, Vietnam, Thailand. Okay, Ganga Mekong cooperation. Jain pandas, Ming dynasty. What about France? What about France? Why are we discussing France now? Seven wonders are okay. Chopsticks. Okay. Hari, why are you asking about France, Hari? We are discussing China only, right?
Sir, which are those important rivers, Mekong and?
Yangtze. 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 And Yellow River and Mekong. Yangtze, Yellow River, Mekong. Ethnic culture and customs, fascinating. Oh, Hare Krishna. Yeah, okay, France has 12 time zones. Right. Then that means France is the country which has highest number of time zones in the world. Okay, probably the reason would be since you saw French Guiana in South America, right? See, the reason for having multiple number of time zones is the longitudinal vastness of one country. Okay, only if a country is longitudinally vast, there would be a difference of time in the eastern side when you compare it with the western side. For even India, how much is the difference between Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat? 2 hours of time difference is there. Okay, so considering that, think about China, Russia. Okay, think about China. Owing to its longitudinal vastness, there would be a huge difference between the one part of the country with the other part of the country. Okay, it would be sunrise in the eastern side, but in the western side, it would be still night. Okay, when it is actually 6 o'clock in Arunachal Pradesh, it would be 4 o'clock in Gujarat. That's how it should be. But unfortunately, we have 4 o'clock for both the sides. Sorry, 5 o'clock for both the sides. Okay, so that is something we should think about. That's why recently India, people of India, that is especially the Northeast Indian states, are asking for 2 time zones. Okay, so considering that, Russia has a vast longitudinal distance, and that's why Russia is having multiple time zones. And about France, if you think, you have seen French Guiana, right? In Polynesian region, that is, which is in Australia, there also France has some regions, just like how they have French Guiana, here also they have. Okay, so French has multiple small holdings in different regions. That's why France is having 12 time zones. Right. Okay. So coming back to China. So anyways, you know, China is one of the most important country. China is one of the most important countries in the world, and apart from that, it is a neighbor of India, right? Where is Sichuan? Where is Sichuan? Where is Gobi? Where is Manchuria? All these are food, right?
Yes, sir. China.
Yes. Huh? Sichuan, Manchuria, Gobi, all of these items are food. So whatever they found in this region, okay, in the region where they found this Sichuan type, okay, it was the region name itself Sichuan, so they gave the name for food, okay, the same name for food also, and same came with the case with Gobi and Manchuria. Okay, so if you see the Manchuria desert, okay, Gobi desert, and Sichuan region are all known for desert type. Okay, desert in the sense, again, you should not think about hot desert. It's a kind of cold desert. Okay, and
Sir, can you please mark Sichuan?
yeah, sure. So, but Gobi and Manchuria are visible, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Kung Fu, Tai Chi, Karate, Taekwondo, Thai boxing. Okay. So it would be this region, Sichuan. Right? This region. This region would be Sichuan. Different spellings are there, don't worry about it.
So,
So
all these three are cold deserts, right?
yeah, cold desert. But don't think about Siberian type of cold desert. It is cold and it is majorly devoid of plants and animals. So that's why it is a cold desert. Okay, there's nothing much of an economical activity you can do in this region. Okay, so if you see the northern part, it is Taklamakan desert. Okay, then Gobi desert, Manchuria desert. At the same time, Gobi can also be a grassland. Manchuria can also be a grassland. Taklamakan can also be a grassland. Then in the southern part, near to the Indian borders, you can see Tibetan plateau. Okay, so if you see the entire northern part, it is plateau, desert, grassland. Okay, so that means you should think about the economical activity of people. What do you think is the economical activity of people in this region? It's a desert, it's a cold region. Some in places you can see pastures, that is small grasslands also available. Then what do you think will be the economical activity of people?
Pastoral farming.
Right, pastures. Okay, so different types of nomadic people will be there, pastoralists will be there, and there are people who perform transhumance practice. Okay, near India China border, there is a type of nomad, I mean pastoral people known as transhumans. It is a type of practice. Anyone know what is a transhumans?
Shifting after resources have been depleted in one location.
Not getting what?
Shifting locations after one place resources have been depleted.
Okay, actually transhumance is the vertical movement. So in the summertime, you know that in the summertime, the valleys will be devoid of grass. So what they do is, also it will be hot in the valleys. So they'll move to the mountains. They'll stay in the top of the mountains, middle of the mountains, where it is little cool and where the grasses are available. Okay, in the summertime. In the winter time, you know, the mountain regions, hill regions become cold. Even the valleys become cold, but comparatively valleys are better. So they'll come back to the valley where now grasses are available. Okay, so one during summer in the mountains and hills, during the winters in the valley, so that the time for the grass also time will be there for them to regrow. Okay, this practice is known as transhumance practice. Okay. Sir, the Sichuan basin is marked near the Yangtze River. Okay. See, Yangtze River is a big river, man. Yangtze River doesn't mean only this region where Yangtze is mentioned. Okay. Not only this region. This is also Yangtze. This is also Yangtze. Okay. So that means Yangtze and the Sichuan basin are nearby only. No doubt in that. Okay. So the northern part, that's why if you see, majority of the important regions of China will be concentrated on eastern side of the continent. Okay, eastern side of the continent and southern side of the continent. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Where is Hong Kong? And the development of Hong Kong is entirely different case. Okay, it has got nothing to do with the Chinese. Where is Beijing?
East.
Right, southern, yes, eastern part, Beijing is there. Okay, so almost all the important regions are concentrated on the eastern side of the continent, eastern and southern side of the continent. Okay, if you consider the important regions like Hunan, okay, Hunan will be there here somewhere, then Hubei, okay, Hebei, Shaanxi, right, all this region, okay, all the important regions, Guangdong, all of this region will be concentrated on the eastern side of the continent, not on the western side of the continent. Okay, so my question is like usual one. I told you that the western side of the continent, you can always see desert. Am I right? Between 20 to 30 degree north and south latitudes, you can see desert. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yes. Here also you are seeing this desert on the east western side of the continent, but this is somewhere around 30 degree north, 30, 40, 50 degree north. Why? And you should keep in mind this is not a hot desert. Why? Why in the western part of the continent, even though it is not near 20, 30 degree north latitudes, we have, when it is near to 30 degree north latitudes, we have a desert, which is not hot desert, but instead we have cold desert. So little above means cold desert. Why?
Sir, is it due to the presence of Himalayas?
Presence of Himalayas. Okay. Like how? How are you giving that justification? Anjana, what do you mean by wind? See, presence of Himalayas is good for us because this cold wind from Siberia and Central Asia are stopped by the Himalayas. That's why India is not in a freezing climate. Otherwise, the entire northern part of India will be freezing. Okay, there won't be rainfall. There won't be any northeast Indian states. The entire northern part of India will be devoid of rainfall. Okay, Himalayas is a big boon for India actually. I think that's what you mean by wind. Okay, but how does it justify a desert region for China? Hmm? Guys, how does it justify desert for rain shadow region? Good, Ananto. Rain shadow region, or to be more precise, there is something else also. Okay, keep this question in mind again. Okay, just like how you kept the other questions in your mind, keep this question also. Okay, why the northern part, the western part of the continent of Chinese continent has desert? Okay, keep this mind question also in mind. Pressure system. Answer is pressure system, Arjun, but what is the explanation? You have to be clear. Right, anyways, there's no need to worry. We'll see all those things in climatology. Okay, so China should be very furious, right? The northern part is unproductive. The southern part near Tibet region is also unproductive. As I said, tribal peoples only, nomads, pastoralists who live with yak, ox, buffalo, goat. Okay, that's their major economic activity. So China should be furious when just with the eastern part of the continent, if they are able to do such a magnificent thing, such a magnificent industrial development and economic development, what about the northern part and the farther northern east, the northern western and southern western part, which are unproductive? Okay, they should have that fear, right? Taklamakan, okay, Taklamakan region, some part of Sichuan, the entire Yunnan province, the entire Yunnan province, the Shaanxi province, the Gobi, Manchuria, all this region, they don't have much. Okay, at least in Manchuria, the one side part, the eastern side is grassland, somewhat even pasture and things can be done. Okay, so the entire northwestern part of China is not that productive. China should be furious, right? So what to do? How to develop this region? There is no proper road connectivity. There is no proper transportation. Okay, there is no proper economic development in this region. So what to do? Is there any solution? Is there any solution? Guys, am I audible? Are you all sleeping?
Sir, can you spell Sichuan because I can't get it on the map?
In the map, I think it would be like Sichuan, Sichuan. Instead of Sichuan, it will be Sichuan. Is it visible now?
Okay, sir. I got Sichuan, but no desert is there.
I mean, just see the western part of Sichuan region, Sichuan province. See, Sichuan is a province, okay? If you see the western side, it is. Which edition you are having in your hand?
Sir, 4th edition.
Fourth edition, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the map. Okay. See, this color denotes plateau and desert region. Okay. What color is there in your map, in your atlas? Is it dark brown type, brown color?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Kind of.
Right? See, if it is green in color, that means it's different thing. Green means grassland, forest cover is there. Dark brown means it comes under plateau, desert region. Okay, and little brown, less brown and less green means it's different. Okay, cold region. So color denotes different things here. Okay.
So could you spell it once again, the place name?
Sichuan. Sichuan. Sichuan.
Sir, I can't find it
Okay.
yet.
Huh?
It's not in my atlas.
Not in the atlas. Oh. Ma'am, look in this place, ma'am. Look here in this region. So, guys, I asked you a question. What to do in such conditions?
Sir, kindly repeat the question, please.
I'll do something better. I'll tell you the answer. See, I said the northwestern region, the southern region near Tibet Plateau. This region is known as Yunnan region. Is it visible in your map? Yunnan. 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 This region.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what China trying to do is, China is coming up with one belt, one road initiative. Am I right? Maritime Silk Road, one belt,
Yes,
one
sir.
road initiative. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. China is trying to connect this Yunnan region of China with Pakistan, Afghanistan, and all other Central Asian countries, along with the Middle East and European nations. Okay, so what they think is, or obviously that's what going to happen if it happens. Okay, once they connect this Yunnan province with the other regions of the world, through transportation, okay, through export and import, this entire region can be transformed. Am I right? Once they connect this Yunnan region, which is a cold desert type region, okay, where it is majorly sandy type, rocky type. Okay, once they connect this region with other parts of the world, this entire region, the Taklamakan region, the Tibetan Plateau region, it will be transformed. That is the plan of Chinese. And apart from the transformation of this particular region, they will be having wider markets and deeper penetration in the world, right? Because if they connect this one belt one road initiative, there is no necessity for them to fight for which region, fight for this South China Sea issues there, right? Fight for different regions and issues in the South China, and they can entirely bypass Strait of Malacca. Okay, and apart from bypassing Strait of Malacca, they can even take the threat of India. They can even take out the threat of India. See, now if India thinks, or now if India wants, it can block Malacca Strait. Okay, or it can block any other major port, okay, that supplies articles to China. Am I right? See,
Yes,
if
sir.
India wants, it can do blockade in Myanmar region. If India wants, it can do blockade in Indonesian region, Thailand region, because it's more near to India and it is proximate. See, to kill China, kill in the sense, not literally, if a war comes and India wants to destroy China, all India has to do is cut the supply of oil to China, cut its export and import. Okay, cutting export and import becomes very easy as long as China, India is strategically positioned in the right place. Already India is strategically positioned in the right place. Okay, if it wants to do blockade of oil export and import, they can do what? They can block the Myanmar region where it is supplies going to China. They can block Malacca Strait. So essential items to China will be cut off. The most important is oil. If oil is cut off, there is no war. There is no war anymore. And China knows this. That is one of the reasons why China wants to bypass this sea wave and wants to get into the deeper penetration into Middle East region through One Belt One Road initiative. Am I clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So it's like one initiative, but it has multiple benefits for China. Apart from transforming economic development in the region, northern regions as well as western regions, it can also transform, it can also have wider and deeper market penetration, and apart from that, it is strategically very important also. And this is why India is not participating in One Belt One Road initiative, and this is why India is standing against One Belt One Road initiative, because it is a huge threat for India also, right? Also, one strategically important thing is India, without the help of India, they cannot continue this One Belt One Road initiative. Why? Is it because India is a powerful country? Is it because India is a large country? Why?
Sir, could you repeat the question?
Yes. Question is, without India's help, okay, China cannot carry on with the One Belt One Road initiative. Why?
Sir, they are also planning the sea road through Indian Oceans, which is in our control.
Not just sea road. This One Belt One Road initiative passes through India only.
Yeah, it is through India. So without India's cooperation, they cannot do that.
Exactly. See, obviously Pakistan occupied Kashmir is there, China occupied Kashmir is there, which China calls as Akshay Chin. Okay, all those things are there. But however, literal actual sense, if you see, actual scenario, if you see, it is very close to Indian borders. Okay, so the disputed regions are the regions which supplies the important, no, the important vessels for the this One Belt One Road initiative. Okay, so it has to pass through India, no matter what. Disputed, undisputed, doesn't matter. It has to pass through India. Okay, so Akshay Chin region should be developed. Pakistan occupied Kashmir region should be developed, and apart from that, the northern tip of India should also be developed. Transportation purposes. Then only One Belt One Road initiative can be successful. So without India's help, it is not going to happen. Fortunate that India is in that strategic position. Yes, Gilgit Kashmir, Gilgit Baltistan. Right. So that is one thing. And apart from that, if you think about China, China did a blunder. Okay. The blunder was coming up with the one-child policy. Why is it a blunder?
Sex ratio issue.
Sex ratio issue. Okay.
Aging population.
Aging population. Yes. See, if you see Southeast Asian nations like China, Japan, okay, and other Southeast Asian nations also, they have familial bonds. Okay, more like us. When you compare to India, the familial bonds are more for the people of Southeast Asian nations and South Asian nations like China also. Okay, but that is not the case with Western nations. See, in Western nation, the thing is, you are on your own. When you attain 18, you are on your own. Doesn't matter whether your father is a millionaire. Okay, you have to take care of yourself. Okay, only when you have that aptitude to his business or whatever he is doing, he will ask your help or he will get your help. Okay, so that kind of culture is there in the Western regions. But South Asian, including India, Southeast Asian nations, the culture is entirely different. Right? Familial bonds are very close. The inter-family relationship, intra-family relationship are closer than the Western nation. Right? One thing. Second thing is, parents take care of the children, and once the parents are old, children have to take care of the parents. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Life expectancy in the Southeast Asian nations, South Asian nations are more, especially regions like China, South Korea, Thai, and Indonesia, obviously. Apart from that, Japan. Okay, life expectancy is high. So it's very common to see someone at the age of 90. Okay, if someone dies at the age of 90, they'll tell, aha, at such an young age, this person has died, man. Okay, so seeing a person at the age of 90 is a very common thing there. You can see people living at the age of 100, 110, 115 from this region. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I hope many of you had this, like when you were growing up, your grandparents would be there, right? Majority of you might be having still, but at least while growing up, you must be aware of the your grandparents, the love that you get from your grandparents. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. The beauty of this region is, as I already said, life expectancy is high. Okay, when you are coming up with the policy like one child policy, what happens is one generation is entirely comprises of single children only. That means for this single child, okay, there will be a father and a mother, right? For the father and mother, both of them, they have their own father and mother. Okay, and their father and mother also, they might be having their father and mother who's still alive. So who will be taking care of the entire family now? Who has to take care of the entire family now?
The single child.
The single child, right? The single child has to take care of father, mother, grandparents, even the father, mother of grandparents. Okay, so while growing up, it would be like heaven for them, because not one grandparents are there. Okay, grandparents from mother side, father side, their fathers, mothers also are alive. Okay, so they'll grow like they'll grow with such a love and kindness from their family. But once they have to step into the economic realms of the country, hardship begins. If they have to take care of the entire family, think about how much stress one person will have to face. Okay, and apart from that, think about this marriage. Next step. Now, if he wants to get married, or if he or she wants to get married, they have to take care of both the families. So who will be ready to get married in such a scenario? Is it possible? It's a very daunting task. Daunting task. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So this single child policy of China made very difficult for the young generation. That's why you can see one of the highest suicide rates in the world comes from this region, the China and Southeast Asian nations. Okay, China is one of the highest suicide rates in the world. Okay, so that's what, heavy competition in the economy, right? So the social relationship, the familial bonds are strong. At the same time, it inhibits the growth of a person as an individual. Okay, that is one problem in this region. Okay, that's why China did a blunder, I said. Okay, China came up with this one child policy. Now they are struggling with aging population, because as I said, the youngsters are not ready to get married. When already they are facing this many issues, how will they get married? Okay, they are not ready to get married and face more responsibilities on their head. Okay, that is one issue. And apart from that, there is a culture called weekend marriages, right? Weekend marriages means what they do is they get married. Okay, husband will be on the western side of the continent, wife will be on the eastern side of the continent. Okay, they'll be going to their job, that 9 to 5 job or 9 to 9 job, whatever it is. Only on the weekends they'll meet somewhere in the middle. Okay, this concept is also there. So no wonder China's fertility rate is dropping. No wonder Chinese population is reducing. No wonder Chinese population is becoming aging population. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
So that is about China, the social relationship, the familial bonds. Okay. So the important regions of China, you have the map in your hand, right?
yes,
Okay. Is there Shaanxi near Great Wall? This region below Gobi, Shaanxi. southeastern side of Gobi is there Shaanxi.
Sir, SHWNXI.
Two Shaanxis are there. One is Shaanxi, the other one is Shaanxi.
Sir, is it CHANGZHI?
Not getting what?
Sir, is it CHANGZHI?
No, SHANXI. Two Shaanxis are there. One Shaanxi is SHANXI. The other Shaanxi is SHAANXI. Shaanxi and Shaanxi. Is it visible? Southeastern side of Gobi Desert. See here. Shaanxi. Is it there? Shaanxi, and there will be Shaanxi also. Is it there?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Shaanxi and Shaanxi. Two Shaanxis are there. Okay. Then Yunnan, which I already said. Yunnan. Then Sichuan, which I already said. Okay. Shaanxi, Sichuan, Yunnan. Okay. And if you see on the eastern side of Shaanxi, there is a place or there is a province called Hebei. This is there, Hebei, Hebei, Hebei. Hebei, Hebei, Hebei. Is it there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Then on the southeastern side of Shaanxi, okay, the second Shaanxi, SHAA Shaanxi. Okay, on the southeastern side of Shaanxi, is there Hubei, Hubei, Hubei. Hubei on the southeastern side of Shaanxi.
Sir, it is HUBEI, right?
Yes, Hubei, Hubei.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Shaanxi, Hebei, Hubei. Okay, Shaanxi, Hebei, Hubei, Sichuan, Yunnan, and next is Hunan. See the southern side of Hubei. Is there Hunan province? Hunan, Hunan. Is there Hunan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And south of Hunan, is there Guangdong? Guan, sorry,
So,
Guan, Gdong, Guangdong. South of Hunan, is there Guangdong?
yes, sir.
Okay, good. So Hong Kong, you already know. So on the eastern side of Hong Kong, there is a small island called Taiwan. It is there. Is it there?
Yes, sir.
Taiwan. Taiwan is also known as China Taipei or China Taipei or Chin Taipei. Right now I will give you a question. Tell me which one is which one. Republic of China, People Republic of China. Which is the Republic of China? Which is People Republic of China? Is there any difference at all? What you are answering is People Republic of China. What I am asking is Republic of China. There's a difference.
Sir, People Republic is army or something like that. PRC.
Right, see, Republic of China is Taiwan actually. People Republic of China is the China. So there's a huge issue going on between Taiwan and China. Taiwan says it's a separate country, different country, but China is not accepting. China is saying, no, you are not a different country, you are just a part of my country. That is the problem between China and Taiwan. Okay, Taiwan named itself as Republic of China. China named itself as People Republic of China and says Taiwan is a part of China. So now you tell me whether Taiwan is a part of China.
Sir, Taiwan named itself Republic of China.
Yes. Okay. See, that is the irony of it. One side, Hong Kong is also cannot be said as China. The reason is Hong Kong also claims an autonomy. Okay, Hong Kong right now it works as a special administrative zone of China, which has entirely different rules and regulations when you compare it with China. Hong Kong also wants independence from China. Okay, Taiwan also wants independence from China. Yes, historical perspective. Okay, so Taiwan named itself as People Republic of China and claims that it is a separate country. But China says China came up with policy called One China policy. This One China policy means there is only one China. There is no Republic of China, People Republic of China. There is only one China, which is People Republic of China, and Taiwan. You are also part of this People Republic of China. And same the case with Hong Kong also. Okay, but Hong Kong has more sovereignty when compared to what Taiwan has. Right? The issues is going crazily. And apart from that, there is a famous tourist spot in China known as Tiananmen Square. How many of you heard it? Tiananmen Square.
Yeah, I heard that.
Right, sir.
What is that, ma'am?
Some massacre, something.
Huh?
Massacre.
Tiananmen massacre. Yes. Right. In 1989. Okay. In Tiananmen Square of China. Okay. Students gathered together. Okay. Asking for democracy. How can you ask democracy in China, man? It's a crime, right? Asking for democracy in China, is it a crime? It is a crime, right? They asked for free speech. People protested and killed by government. Yes. They asked for free speech. They asked for free press. They asked for democracy. Thousands and thousands of students gathered in one single place for asking democracy, to ask free speech, to ask freedom of press. Okay, you know what the government did? the Communist Party leaders, the Communist Party government, you know what they did? They sent bulldozers. Okay, they sent bulldozers, tankers. They cornered the students on all the sides. They ran the bulldozers over students and built Tiananmen Square over the dead bodies and announced it as a tourist spot. So we don't know exactly the count of death, the count of people who were killed, the count of students who were killed in this incident. Because obviously there is no official statement from China. Okay, you know that China, do we have Facebook in China? Do they have Facebook in China?
No, sir.
No. Do they have WhatsApp in China?
No.
No. Okay. So which means WhatsApp is not there, Facebook is not there. And in India, if you see, there are many televisions, right? Many TV stations are there, many channels are there. Okay, Star is there, Z is there. Apart from that, Sun networks are there. So different channels are there in India. But if you go to China, it is the channels which are allowed by government will operate. The press is owned by the government. Media is owned by the government. Then where is the freedom of speech? Then where is the freedom of expression? Nothing is there. In India, if you want to build a bridge, if you want to construct a hydroelectricity project, if you want to construct a dam, what you have to do is you have to get permission, you have to get environmental clearance. Okay, you have to relocate the people, and obviously this will itself take 20 to 25 years. Am I right? Cases will go on continuously for years together. Then people will appeal, they'll go to High Court, Supreme Court. The cases will go on one side, economic clearances will go on one side. At the same time, the project will be stalled for many years. So finally, when everything is clear, it would be like 10, 15 years later from when the origin of the project started. That means it will be outdated. Am I right? Consider
Yes,
this
sir.
one. You know about BSNL, right?
Yeah.
BSNL. Okay. So consider in 2000s. Okay, in 2000s, how many of your house had this landline connection in 2000s?
We had one, sir, but I don't exactly know the year.
Okay. So consider like BSNL wants to dug the earth for landline connectivity. Okay, they want to go to rural areas or all those things. So environmental clearance on one side, and apart from that, people started putting case because it passes through their house and all those things. Okay, so consider in 2002 or 3 they started this, and 15 years later, finally clearance and everything is done, like in 2018. Now tell me, the landline connectivity in 2018, is it necessary? Was it even necessary in that case?
No, sir.
It become outdated. It becomes outdated. That's what happens in India. But in China, if they want to construct a dam, they want to construct hydroelectricity power, if they want to construct a bridge, if they want to construct a building, if they want to construct a zoo, they can do. How? It's very simple. They'll throw the people out. They'll come one day, they'll tell you by the end of this week, all of you should vacate and go somewhere else. Done. Whether they vacate or not, doesn't care. Doesn't matter. They'll come, they'll start building in the next week. So within 6 to 7 months, the project will be ready. Cool, right? Yes, eviction. Is it good or bad?
Good for the government, but bad for the people.
Government is doing for the economic development only, right? Economic development means more prosperity. More prosperity means good for the nation.
Sir, if the people are compensated, then it's okay, sir. Otherwise,
So this is the problem with two-party system. This is the problem with communism. Okay, this is the problem with a country that controls every sphere of the citizens, social sphere, entertainment, everything is controlled by the government. That's why if you see, only Hong Kong is known. Hong Kong and Beijing are the two places which are known for the outside world. More than Beijing, it is Hong Kong. The reason is, until 1990, Hong Kong was not under the control of China. Okay, in 1990s only Hong Kong got freedom, and Hong Kong was captured by China, that truth be told. Okay. So there is no freedom of speech. There is no freedom of press. There is no freedom for the citizen at all. So now tell me, is it right to compare China with India? See, in 1990s, both China and India was at the same position. Okay, their GDP, the population, the issues like poverty, hunger, malnutrition, they are very similar. Okay, China and India. Now China has grown multifold, but India is not able to do that. So what I'm asking is it fair to compare India with China, because China fared very well, right? Guys,
yes, sir.
what happened to you all? Are you all sleeping today? I'm not getting proper response. In 1990s, when India and China both suffered from failure of monsoon, when both the countries suffered from extreme hunger, India tried to get help from USA, which you know that it all went crazily. Okay, so India tried to help people. Actually, India tried a lot to help people during that extreme hunger stage of India as well as China. But you know what China did? China didn't care about all those things, because there is no presence of democracy, there is no presence of freedom, there is no presence of free press, free speech, nothing is there. Okay, nothing was there, nothing is there, nothing will be there. In such scenario, when India tried to help the people, it faced a lot of criticism. Okay, it diverted many food from the surplus states to the states which were facing issue. All those things happened. Okay, but China didn't care about any of those things. China continued pursuing its long-term goal of economic development rather than satisfying the people needs. India is a welfare state. India was a welfare state then also, now also, but China was never a welfare state. Okay. So tell me, is it fair to compare India with China?
No.
No, sir.
Right. Then one more. I hope you know about the economic system of pegging the currency, right? So the free capital inflow, free capital outflow, okay, the remittances. I hope you know about all these terminologies. Okay. So who decides the currency convertibility for India? Currency convertibility of India,
RBI.
RBA. Yeah. Arjun, are you sure, Arjun? What is currency convertibility, first of all?
Oh, currency convertibility. That I'm not sure.
See, how much is $1 in equivalent to Indian currency? How much is $1 if you see in Indian currency? How much is $1 in Indian currency?
70, 72, 74.
Today, right? Is it today's rate?
No, actually, generally right now,
Today 73.
Today 73. Good, right? Was it the same yesterday? Was it the same day before yesterday? Was it the same 1 month before? No, right? It changes every day. Why? And who changes it?
Market.
Market decides the value of your currency. Market decides your convertibility of currency. Okay, market decides the value. But who decides the value in China? Who decides the
Government.
value in China?
Government.
Government, Central Bank of China decides the value of its currency, decides the convertibility rate of its currency. Okay, so
sir,
it
but
means
it has to be approved by other countries also, right?
not getting what?
It has to be approved by other countries also, right?
Doesn't matter. China is one of the most important country. China is one of the most important country which does export and import. If they don't approve, then it's their loss.
Okay.
Okay, so one fine day, China thought, okay, let us get more money, let us get more dollar. What to do? Let us reduce the value of our currency. What it did was, one fine day, it reduced the value of its own currency. That means products became cheaper for the foreigners, right? When products became cheaper, see, consider India is there, China is there. India is selling iron and steel for 100 rupees and China is selling it for 80 rupees. Where will they go? To whom will they approach? Where will they
China.
go?
China only.
So obviously China, right? So this is what China did. China reduced its value of currency. So the influx, the foreign exchange, okay, the influx of foreign exchange poured into India. So whenever China thinks, okay, let us reduce the value of currency. Okay, whenever China reduces the value of currency, that means it is an attractive place for export and import. Okay, manipulation, currency manipulation. China is known for currency manipulation. China has more dollar reserves than the United States itself. Even United States don't have that much of dollar reserves. China has more dollar reserves than the United States, which is a problem for United States, right? China is already known for manipulation, currency manipulation. If China wants to create a state of tremor in the currency value, in the dollar value, It can do it at any point of time. That is why United States is fearing China. That is one of the reasons why it is fearing China. Right? But for India, market decides our value. So is it fair to compare India with China?
No, sir.
So if you see, entire thing is different. Okay, starting from economy, starting from the type of government, the political system. Okay, the constitution, everything is different. And apart from that, what is the language is spoken in India? Or what are the languages spoken in India?
Different
have-
languages.
What?
Different
So many languages.
So many languages are there. There are more than 300, 350 languages in India, and only 22 languages are accepted in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution, which is the scheduled languages. And apart from that, we have so many other languages. Even within languages, we have different dialects. And what is the language of China? What is the language of China?
Chinese.
Chinese.
Mandarin.
Mandarin. Okay, right. So, okay, no problem. You can say Chinese also. Okay. So Mandarin is the language spoken in China. So whether if you are in northern China, whether you are in southern China, whether you are in eastern China, whether you are in central China, doesn't matter. Mandarin is the language that is spoken all throughout China. Right? What is the color of Chinese people? A milky white skin. Am I right?
Right, sir.
Right. Northern part, southern part, central part, eastern, western, doesn't matter. What is the color of Indian people's skin? North itself, different colors and hues are there. Okay. South, again, west, east, no matter where you go, Indians come in all colors and hues. Okay. What is the religion of China? The major religions. Buddhism, Christianity, right? What are the major religions of India? Guys, come on.
Hindu, Muslim, Christianity.
Huh?
Different religions.
Buddhism and
Multiple
Jainism.
religions are there. Sikhism is there, Islam is there, Hinduism is there, Christianity is there, Parsis are there, Jains are there. Oh, right. So many religions are there. So what I'm trying to stress here is, think about the homogeneity of China. Think about the diversity of India. In a country which is homogeneous in nature, color, language, religion, it is easy to make it, or easy to control, easy to take the country forward. But when already India is facing so many diversity and differences of opinion, and the diversity to be the, I can use only the diversity word. Okay, if you use anything else, it will become derogatory. Okay, so if you, with so many diversities in India, it is very difficult to make India as one single country. That itself is an Himalayan task, Herculean task. Okay, that itself a mammoth task for India to make India as one single country. In such situations, with democracy, with freedom of speech, with free press, okay, it becomes more and more difficult, right? So, is it fair to compare India with China?
No, sir.
Right. So, doesn't matter which country it is. Okay, India is a very unique country. You cannot compare India with any other country. That's why whenever people compare India with Singapore or Australia or New Zealand or China, to be precise, China or United States or any European countries, I feel pity for those people who compare India with any other country. See, India has its own set of problems. India is a very unique country in the world, entire world. India is just like another African continent, but India is a single country. Africa is not. With so much diversity, with the availability of different variety of geographical features, different climatological zones in India, India still stands as a single country. Okay, the freedom of speech, the press that is given in India is not even present in China. If you say Singapore, Malaysia is developed, they were also faced poverty and all those things. Yeah, I accept that. But how big is India and how big is Malaysia? How big is India and how big is Singapore? Not fair. If you compare it with United States of America, United States of America is first of all not a country. A country that was formed by the white settlers. They got freedom from themselves to start a separate country. They killed the native peoples. They massacred all the native Americans and settled there. They brought slaves from other parts of the world. They killed them, they butchered them, they massacred them. And after years and years and years of struggle, Martin Luther King Jr., and so many other people led to the freedom of the slave system. And even the person who released the slave system was killed. Right? The president who was killed because of abolishing slavery. Right? Who's that?
Abraham Lincoln.
Right. So, is it fair to compare India with USA? Right? USA in 1776, they were giving the freedom speech. Okay, getting freedom from themselves. White people getting freedom from white people itself. Proclaiming themselves as the greatest country in the world. It's not fair to compare India with any of the other countries in the world. So don't do this. People who are uneducated, who are not literate, they can do all those crazy things. Appreciate what we have, appreciate what we have in our country, appreciate the diversity, appreciate the constitutional rights that is given to you as Indians. Okay. See, obviously, people are going to compare. At least as far as you know, as far as you can, try to educate them. Okay, when they say that, especially, how many of you watched this movie Onion? That ground scene. Guys,
Climax scene.
not climax scene. There is a scene, right, in a cricket ground or some stadium. He gives a speech by comparing different countries of the world
Yes.
with India.
Yes.
There is a scene like that. Okay, so it's totally crazy to compare India with any other country. Okay, he'll be comparing Singapore, Malaysia, all those things, all those other countries, I think. Okay, so that's what India faces its own set of unique difficulties. Okay, corruption is not only there in India. Corruption is there in India also. Corruption is there in China also. Corruption is there in England also. The people of England, the British are one of the most corrupted people in the world. Maybe not now, but okay, the British corruption. British was known for corruption when they ruled India. So don't say like India has high corruption rate, India has this, India has that. Okay, don't compare India with any other countries. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Clear, sir.
So that is about China. Next is Japan. So you guys go for break and come back. We'll start with Japan. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Sir.
So, what do you guys know about Japan? What do you think about Japan?
An island nation.
Good. An island nation. Then,
Their investment is mainly in human resources.
good. Then,
Tokyo is the most populated city in the world, sir.
which one?
Tokyo.
Good. Tokyo is the most populated city in the world. Good. Then,
Traditional arts.
traditional arts. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, rice and fish. Good. Then, sushi. Kartika, ever had sushi? Origami. Yes. Good. The country has a legacy of distinctive gardens, sculptures, poetry. Doesn't have their own natural resources, mainly import. Yes. Good. See, we saw one country which had huge natural reserve, which has huge natural reserve. But the continent is not developed. Yes, Biju. Good. Archipelago. Archipelago or archipelago. Okay, good. Archipelago means group of islands. Okay, don't need to worry other people. Archipelago means group of small islands. Right, right. Fukushima, yes. Fukushima reactor. Guys, you switched on your video. Guys. Okay, guys, come on. Then, samurai. Good.
There are many multinational companies.
Multinational companies. Okay. Vending machines are. Yes. Good. Oh, so like you people know more about Japan than the Middle East. I was wrong then. Japanese manga. Yes.
Sir, poetry, sculpture.
What?
Sir, poetry.
Yeah. Poetry without any doubt. Yes. Japanese manga means comics.
Sculpture.
Also, Japanese manga is known for something else, which if I say it will be unparliamentary. But Japanese manga are pretty famous, and especially the comics are the comics. Manga means comics, right? Then,
Mountains, covered of mountains.
yes, good. Mountains. Good. So you people know more about Japan. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Congo Gumi, world's first registered company. I didn't know about this one. Okay, thanks for the fun fact. Right, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Typhoons, yes. Known for typhoons. So I'll tell you the names of certain regions. Okay, you tell me what that is. Panasonic. Mitsubishi. Tokushima.
The place and company, some place in Japan.
It's a place in Japan and all the electronics. Yes, Japan is known for electronics. Okay. See these regions, for example, Hitachi also, Hitachi,
Toyota.
Kawasaki, yes, Hitachi, Kawasaki, Toyota, okay, Osaka, all these places, okay, all these places in Japan, they are named for their electronic products also. Okay, so wherever the electronic products comes up, they name the region, they name their place to the company. Okay, yes, electronics and video games. Right? So, Japan. Okay, Japan is known for archipelago, as she said. Okay, this is the important archipelagos, or 4 important archipelagos are there. One is Kyushu, the other one is Shikoku, the other one is Honshu, the other one is Hokkaido. Right? Kyushu, just a minute. Right? Kyushu, Shikoku, Honshu, and Hokkaido. Okay, and out of this, Kyushu and Shikoku harbors the most important places in the entire Japan. Okay, and some part of Honshu also holds some of the important regions. And apart from that, the entire northern part of Japan, that is the northern part of Honshu and the entire Hokkaido, there are only few places left. Okay, and Japan is known for earthquakes. Am I right? Japan
Right,
is
sir.
known for earthquakes, earthquake and tsunami. So what do you guys usually do when there is an earthquake? What do you guys do when there is an earthquake?
Take shelter under a table or something.
Yeah, good, right? That's better. You know what the people of Japan do? Hmm?
No, sir.
Okay.
Build house using low weight material.
Yeah. All those things are there. They'll be like, oh, earthquake, right. Come on, let's do some other thing. Okay, they'll be going in bike or car in a traffic area. Okay, just like our red light signals, earthquakes are very common there. Okay, if there is earthquake, all of the people stop the vehicle. They look for a minute. Okay, the earthquake stopped. Now let's start the bike. Okay, so earthquake is so common, it became the day-to-day part of their life. Okay, as I said, like our red lights, for them, earthquake is the time where they stop their vehicle for a while, right? So earthquakes, tsunami, typhoons. Japan is known for natural disasters, but still Japan is one of the most developed countries in the world. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
The GDP of Japan is only next to India in purchasing power parity terms. I'm saying first is USA, second is China, third is India, and fourth is Japan. Okay, in purchasing power parity terms, you should be very clear about that. Okay, in purchasing power parity terms, in PPP terms. So, how is it possible? Japan faced one of the most, uh, one of the most, one of the not most, one of the worst nuclear disasters in the world, right? Not one of the, I can say it is the worst nuclear disaster in the world, entire world.
Sir, could you repeat that fact? Purchasing power parity ranking
Fourth.
fourth.
Okay. India ranks third and Japan ranks fourth. Okay. Fukushima reactor. How many of you know this one? How many of you remember this one? Fukushima reactor. Right? What about Hiroshima, Nagasaki? Was it a nuclear bomb? Were they nuclear bombs? Is it small man and fat boy or fat man and small boy? I get this confusion often.
Little boy and fat man.
Little boy and fat man. Good. So the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the bombs, little boy and fat man. Okay. Fukushima reactor, earthquake on a daily basis, tsunami once in few years. With so many disasters, so many natural and man-made disasters, Japan is one of the most developed countries of the world. Yes, volcano. Yeah. I forgot that, right? Volcano also. How is it possible for Japanese? Or what is the reason behind this? And unlike Africa, the natural resource, Japan is one of the countries where natural resource is very low. Right? Japan is the one of those countries where natural resource also low. But still, they are one of the most developed countries in the world. How is it possible? One side they have to face disaster, one side there is no natural resource, and the entire northern part, as I said, Hokkaido, okay, full of mountain ranges, okay, so geographically these regions are impossible to penetrate into or construct a building or a house or transportation purposes. Nothing can happen in this region. They even do agriculture in boat, ship. Okay, they do agriculture in ship. Investment in human resource, like in their education and health, this will lead to a productive population, which results in exactly Arjun. Right? So this country, Japan, if you see, they invested all their money into the development of human, into the development of humans, development of human growth, efficient population. Wherever Japanese go, okay, they don't mind whether it is 10 rupee or 20 rupees or 30 rupees. I mean, for your purpose, I am saying, okay. So they'll buy their product only. Whether they are in USA, whether they are in European nation, doesn't matter. They'll always buy Japanese product only. If they buy Japanese product, that will create a local demand in those countries wherever they buy. If there is local demand, that means export of Japanese will grow high. So one of the most efficient people of the world, okay, one of the most efficient, the money-minded. See, money-minded not always bad. Okay, having a mind to make money, wanting money is not a bad thing. Only if you are crooked and want money at the cost of other people, that is bad. Okay. Am I clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. So, how is it possible for Japan to do this? Guys, understand my question, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me that. Why are you all silent?
Resources.
Resources? No, they don't have resources. That's what I'm saying. Unlike Africa or other countries of the world, Japan lacks resource. See, I'll tell you one the interesting thing. From India, if you see, okay, they get iron ore from India. You know about Kudramukh, right? Kudramukh in Karnataka.
Yes, sir.
From Kudramukh in Karnataka, they get iron ore. Okay, they import iron ore in Japan. What they do is they never take it to their land. Instead of that, they have construction. Sorry, they have factories, industries, manufacturing plant in the ocean sea itself. Okay, what they do is they'll bring iron ore there, they'll make it as iron and steel implements and export it back to India itself. And India buys it at higher price. Cool, right? Iron ore is getting exported from your same country. From Kudramukh, they are exporting iron ore. Japan is importing the iron ore, converting into iron and steel implements and sending it back to India itself as an export. What do you think about this? They get cotton from other parts of the world, again, especially India in this case. Okay, they convert into manufactured cloth and send it back to European nations as well as India at higher price. Cool, right? The entire coastal region of China, sorry, Japan, we become fools, yeah, without any doubt. They are much clever than us. Technological advancement, exactly. See, even India is not able to do that because the technological advancement, as I said, environmental clearance, economic benefits, lot of things are there. Okay, but Japan, that is not the case. They have wonderfully advanced technology with them. They'll import, they'll convert, they'll send back. Okay, as I said, they are doing agriculture in ship because agriculture is not possible for them in their homeland. Japan is the country that has highest percentage of its land under forest. What about Russia? Japan is the country that has highest percentage of its land under forest. That is Nearly 55-56% of Japanese land is under forest. Am I clear?
Clear, sir.
But for Russia, it is the largest forest cover. Okay, in area, in terms of area, but this is in terms of percentage of the land. There's a difference. Just like how in India, 52% of its land is under crop agriculture. In Japan, 56-55% of its land is under forest. Okay. Look at the cities, whichever I told you earlier. For example, Tokyo. Where is Tokyo? Where is Tokyo, guys?
The Honshu region.
Yes, in Honshu. Tokyo is here. Yokohama is here. Okay. Nagoya is here. The important places I am saying. Okay. Nagoya. And below Tokyo, in your map, is there Kawasaki? Is there Kawasaki in your map below Tokyo? In this region.
Yes, sir.
Kawasaki will be there. Is it there?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Mount Fuji. Is it there? Mount Fuji here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Then Kyoto.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And in this map, Nagoya you already marked, right? Nagoya. Just eastern side of Nagoya, you can find Toyota in your map. Is it there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Below Kyoto, there is Osaka. Is it there? Osaka.
Yeah.
Osaka below Kyoto.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Then Okayama. In Shikoku, Okayama is there. In your map, it will be in Shikoku, northern side of Shikoku.
Sir, do we have to mark this on map, or can we write this on a paper?
No. Better mark in map, otherwise you will forget. Even if you write down, it is not going to be helpful. When you are going to see the map, you should see the map with these places in your mind. With these places, you have to remember these places.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Hiroshima, Fukuyama, Wakayama, all the three important places are adjacent to each other. Hiroshima, Fukuyama, and Wakayama. Is it there? Did you find it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And in Kyushu, you can see Nagasaki. Nagasaki. Okay. So Nagasaki, Hiroshima, and below Hiroshima, there is Yamaguchi. Is it there? Yamaguchi? Yamaguchi. So these are the important places. Okay. Nagasaki, Yamaguchi, Hiroshima, Fukuyama, Okayama, Osaka, Kyoto. Okay, all of them are industrial areas. Okay, Osaka, if you see iron implements. Toyota, I hope you know what is Toyota known for. Okay. One are the every place if you see, okay, every place that we have marked so far are known for industrial related activities. So you know that in 1940s, in 1944, Japan was bombed. The entire region. Oh yes, Kartika, Minamata is also important. Minamata Convention, Minamata Bay. Mercury poisoning, Minamata Bay, Minamata Convention. Yes, Minamata disease. Okay, so you see all these regions, as I said, in 1944 they were bombed. The worst nuclear disaster, the worst nuclear bombing. Okay, they bounced back so wonderfully. 1944, 1945, the industrialization of Japan started. Just within a span of 50 years, 60 years, they became one of the most advanced countries in the world. They did reverse engineering. Okay, instead of begging for industrial implements, instead of begging for technology and technological upgradation, what they did is they sent their students, they sent their scientists to other parts of the world. All of them went there. They learned. They came back with their instruments. They came back with their technology, and they did reverse engineering, and they built it better. That's how Japan became highly industrialized countries of the world. As you said, human resource, human capital development. Okay, with the human capital, with the investment in human capital, they reap the benefits. Okay, but the problem is now the aging population of Japan. Okay, they earned a lot of money. Okay, they built beautiful structures, beautiful constructions. Okay, they built the most wonderful city in the world, the most populated city in the world. Okay, one side it is full of forest, mountains where construction is not possible. That's why the population concentration, population density of the Japan cities are very high. Reason is other parts of the country is not accessible. And so far you have seen so many countries, right? Sorry, so many places, right? Is there any similarity between these places we have seen so far? Is there any similarity owing to its, seeing its geographical region? Is there any similarity geographically? Guys, near to sea. Anantu, is there a place in Japan which is not near to sea? Come on, guys. Okay, I'll give you more clue. Temperate climate, no, Karthik, it has got nothing to do with the climate. See the position of it. See Osaka, Okayama, Hiroshima, Fukuyama, Kyoto. Okay, location of this place. Nagoya, Toyota. Not latitude, not climate. It has to do with the position of the city with the respect to ocean. Is it safeguarded from ocean? All these cities which I said so far. Hiroshima, Fukuyama, Wakayama, Osaka, Kyoto. Connection with the ports, no. Arjun, yes, Arjun. They are saved, they are protected from the ocean. If you see Hiroshima, Fukuyama, Wakayama, Shikoku, there is a small island. Shikoku is standing between them and the open ocean. Am I right? If tsunami comes, if a cyclone hits, first it has to hit Shikoku. That is this part of the island, this part of the archipelago. Right? Whether it is tsunami or whether it is cyclone, that is typhoon, no matter what it is, it has to hit Shikoku first. Am I right?
Sir, can't the cyclone come from any other side?
What?
Can't the cyclone come from any other direction?
Cyclone in other direction.
From other directions?
Okay, even if it comes in other direction, they are protected, right? Because the northern part are vacant. See in your map. Okayama, Fukuyama, Hiroshima are in this region only. In the
Yeah, right,
borders
sir.
of this place. And also, as you said, typhoon hitting from other side is very low. For example, consider India. Consider northern part of Tamil Nadu and southern part of Andhra Pradesh. How many cyclones are coming in this region, and how many cyclones comes to Kerala? In the eastern side, that is southeastern side only, we face a lot of cyclones in India, right? Not in the southwestern side.
Right,
Am I
sir.
right?
Right, sir.
Exactly. Okay, so there is a reason for all those things. We'll discuss that. In climatology, in cyclone, we'll discuss why cyclone hits one particular place, why it is not present in other particular place, why it is moving in certain direction. We discuss all those things in climatology. Okay, now we'll concentrate on this. Okay, it is naturally insulated from cyclone, naturally insulated from tsunami. And also the regions like Nagoya, Kyoto, Toyota, if you see, there is a bend. Okay, there is a bend in the way they are, the way the island is there. Am I right? There is a bend. If you see in your map, it would be more clear. Is there a bend?
Yes, sir.
Right? There is a bend. In this region also, there is a bend. Right? Consider cyclone or tsunami. Okay, if the region is like this straight, okay, if the region is like this straight, it's easy for the cyclone or the tsunami to hit this region. Am I right?
Right, sir.
We hit the same. Consider if it is bent like this, which region will get more affected or first affected in such a bent position? The region which faces the cyclone and the tsunami first, that faces more threat, right?
Yes, sir.
So this bend is also a natural insulation against cyclone and tsunami. That is why majority of the cities, if you see, okay, all of them are protected in such a way, okay, are developed in such a way which face, to face less threat from the cyclone and earthquake and tsunami. Okay, I forgot to add one more important place. Sendai. Is it there? Sendai. I'm marking here in the map. You can see in your map also. Sendai.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sendai is a very important place. There is a framework also called Sendai framework. Kartika, what is Sendai framework, Kartika?
So first one is to, I think it's for,
I'm not getting you what?
am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible.
So for natural disaster
Hmm.
planning.
Yes. Who knows better than Japan about natural disaster? That's why a framework was created for all parts of the world. Okay, related to preparedness, related to disaster management, related to disaster mitigation strategies in Sendai of Japan. That framework is known as Sendai framework, which speaks about disaster management. Okay, guys. Sendai framework, which year? Kartika, which year Sendai framework came? Kartika, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Which year Sendai framework came?
2015.
Huh?
2015.
Not audible. What? Kartika, you know why I'm asking you this question, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Sendai framework is between 2015 to 2030. Okay. 2015 to 2030. The framework for disaster management is Sendai framework. Okay. 15 to 30, 2030. And before that, it was Hugo framework. HYOGO, Hugo framework. It got completed in the year 2005. Okay, sorry, 2005 to 2015. Right. So that is Sendai framework. So this is the geography of Japan. They are facing earthquake, volcanic eruption. But my question is, why are they facing so many threats? Volcanic eruption is there, earthquake is there, tsunami is there. Why are they facing so many natural disasters? As well as the entire northern part is full of forest and mountain ranges, mountain system. Why? Why, guys? Why? Ring of fire, plate position. Okay, so you keep this question also in mind. Okay, we'll get the answer in geomorphology, but I'll give you a brief one now. There is a concept called plate tectonics concept. Okay, plate tectonics concept says there are different plates in the world. 7 major plates are there and several minor plates are there. A plate means a lithosphere. Irregularly shaped lithosphere is known as a plate. Lithosphere means, I hope you know, there is 3 sphere in the world. One is hydrosphere, that is water. One is atmosphere, that is air. The other one is lithosphere, which is the land. The convergence of all these 3 spheres is known as biosphere, where life is possible. Okay. For a life to exist, 3 things are needed. Land should be there, lithosphere. Water should be there, hydrosphere. Air should be there, atmosphere. Only where all the 3 converges, life will be, you can see life there. Okay. So this lithosphere is the irregularly shaped, this plate is the irregularly shaped lithosphere. Okay, according to plate tectonics, the plate moves from place to place. It keeps on moving. Okay, there are boundaries for different plates. There is a divergent boundary, there is something called convergent boundary, there is something called transform boundary. Divergent boundary means 2 plates move away from each other. This is the divergent plate boundary. Convergent plate boundary means 2 plates converge That is called convergent plate boundary. Okay, Japan is in a plate boundary. Which plate boundary is that? People who are saying active zone, tectonic plate, unstable plate, Eurasian plate. Come on, you guys tell me. Convergent. Okay. Right. Okay. Good. So it is in a convergent plate boundary. Right. Pacific Oceanic plate. And one more plate is there. Two plates are converging at this place. Okay. Plate boundary means movement will be more, volcanic eruption, mountain building, all of these things happen at plate boundaries. Okay, guys, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Shall we move forward? We'll read, learn all those things in geomorphology. Don't worry about that. This is just a brief introduction for your understanding. When we read in geomorphology, when we discuss in geomorphology, when I'm going to tell you all these things, Japan should come into your mind. Okay, you should think about the various features of Japan. That is the reason why I'm spending so much time on map. Okay, the reason for giving you 4-5 classes for map, the reason is for you to have an in-depth understanding when we read, when we discuss, when we study geomorphology, climatology, and oceanography. Understand, right? Am I making sense here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this class is a foundation for you. Only when you know about these features, know about this place, you'll be able to connect better when we study geomorphology and oceanography and climatology, the important parts in geography. Okay, guys, right? Shall we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is the reason why they face so many natural disasters. And apart from that, we discussed about why Japan became such an industrialized country. And now the problems of Japan, the current day problems. I started with aging population, right? So the problem with Japan is people study here, right? One of the most educated countries of the world, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. Okay, they'll keep on studying. Okay, they'll complete degree, bachelor degree, then go for master's degree. Okay, they'll then some of them become scientists, research oriented projects, all of them they'll take. So they'll study for 25 to 30 years of their year. Do their developments also lead to these disasters? No, Mubashir, it has got nothing to do with it. They are developed in spite of the disasters. Development is not the reason for the disasters. In spite of the disasters, they develop. That's the beauty of Japan. Okay, so as I was saying, okay, they study for 25 years to 30 years, they'll study. And as I said, the life expectancy is very high in this place. 100 years, 110 years, okay, life expectancy. Many people live 100 years, many people live above 90. Okay, so at the age of 25 or 30, they'll get into work, they'll work for a while. Then at the age of 55, 60, they'll retire and they live for 100 years. They worked only for 30 years. Okay, they get pension for 40 years. Then how economy will grow? You understand my question, right? They work for 30 years, but they get pension for 40 years. How do you think the economy will grow? Guys, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, good. One thing. Second thing is, nobody is willing to spend money here. You saw one part of the country which is spendthrift. They spend and spend and spend and spend. They don't care about anything else. Even if they don't have money, they'll spend using credit card. Every child in USA is born with a credit card. They'll die with a credit card. Okay, they'll spend money even if they don't have money. That's the beauty of credit card and USA. But in Japan, nobody wants to spend money. If nobody is spending money, how will the economy grow? See, only when you buy products, a demand will be there for a product, right? Only if there is demand, production will be there for the product, right? Only if the production is there, economy will run. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Consider
Yes,
there's a restaurant. There is a restaurant which is selling food articles. If nobody is buying, then what will happen to the restaurant?
They might have to shut down.
Exactly, they have to shut down. If they shut down, then how economy will grow? Then who will provide employment? If the restaurant is open, that means people are employed there. 2, 3 employment opportunity will be created in a restaurant. Maybe 10, 15, according to the size of a restaurant. Okay, if nobody is willing to buy, then how a restaurant will run? If nobody is willing to spend in the economy, who will buy? I mean, who will sell? Leave those things. And as I said, aging population. Only when youngsters are there, they'll buy apparels, they'll buy makeup articles, they'll buy electronics, electrical items. If no youngsters are there, who are going to buy all these things? Am I right?
Right, sir.
In India, if you are going to put money in a bank, okay, who will pay you money? Who will pay interest for you? Who will pay interest to you?
bank.
Bank pay interest, right? Good. But in Japan, if you go to bank and want to save money, you have to pay the bank interest. You have to pay interest to the bank. Cool, right? Why? Why? Why you have to pay interest to the bank?
There are already so many money stored.
Exactly. Already a lot of money is there. They want to give loan. They want to give money to the people. They want people to spend, but people are not willing to spend there. What to do? It's a problem, right? It's a headache. Aging population, increase in pension. Okay. More than working population, pension getting population is high in Japan. One side pension is going, one side nobody is willing to spend money, one side everyone is trying to save money. And compounding to that problem, there is one more problem also in Japan. People are not willing to get married. The more the educated people, the more there are educated people, the more the country is developed, the less people wants to get married. Am I right? The more the educated people are there, the less the fertility rate is. Am I right?
Right,
I'll
sir.
give you an example from India. Kerala fertility rate is very low when you compare it with Bihar. In fact, Kerala's fertility rate is going below the replacement rate, which means, see, to replace the current population, a fertility rate should be maintained. Okay, only if you maintain your fertility rate at certain point, the current population, okay, it won't increase. At the same time, it won't decrease also. It will be maintained, balanced. But if the fertility rate goes below replacement rate, that means population will shrink. Okay, the fertility rate of Kerala is below 2, But if you see in Bihar and UP, it is around 4, which means population explosion is happening in UP and population shrinking is happening in Kerala. You understand, right? Am I clear?
Clear, sir.
And think about Japan. Population is also shrinking. Okay. In India, we have to build bridges, right? We have to build bridges. We have to come up with good construction. We can provide a good drainage system. We can come up with more and more construction related, road construction, highway construction, airport construction, railways construction. We can do, right? We can do a lot in India because there is a room for development in India. There's still huge room for development in India. Am I right? We can build the cities better. We can build so many construction, transportation facilities. Okay, so many facilities we can do in India. But what about Japan, guys? What about Japan?
They're already developed.
Already developed. When they are already developed, that means what? There's no need for railways. There's no need to build road. That's why you can see, find pictures in Facebook or forwarded WhatsApp messages that yesterday in Japan, a huge tremor came, which broke the entire drainage system, which broke the entire road. But the next day, the road was rebuilt because people don't have work, man. What to do there? Everything is already set, perfect. There is nothing. But India is not like that. Am I right? Only when there is a room for development, only when there is a room for construction, economy will grow because government will spend money. By spending money, by creating construction, by creating transportation purposes, employment rate will increase. Am I right? When employment rate increases, people have more money in their hand. When people have more money in their hand, they will buy more things. Am I right? Isn't that how it works?
Yes, sir.
Guys, are you all
Yes, sir.
sleeping?
No, sir.
Okay. Exactly. So what happens is, this is the sad situation of Japan. So what Japan says is, they have a lot of problems. They have already a lot of problems in their hand, man. So what they do is they ask India, India, come here. I'm giving you 100 billions. If you want 1,000 billion also, ask me, I'll give you. Keep this 1,000 billion in your hand. Keep this 100 billion in your hand. Construct road in your country. Construct railways in your country. I will sponsor you money. Sponsor means I'll give you loan. Okay. So what you do is, interest rate is very low. Just 0.5% interest. What you do is, you pay me 0.5% interest for the next 100 years. Cool, right? Am I right? Because your own economy is not growing, then what to do? Okay, that's why a lot of nuclear plants in India is developed by Japan. A lot of construction activities in India is taken care by Japan. Japan gives India a lot of loans also. So one thing is, they want their economy to grow, and apart from that, they also want to counter Chinese influence in the South China Sea region. Am I clear, guys? You understand me?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, good. So this is one thing. Okay, Japan right now, okay, trying to push the people to go to their home. Okay, if you stay above 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock in your office, you will be punished. right? In Japan, you should not stay in your office above 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock. You have to go to your house. Why? Why, guys? Good. To increase population. If you are getting married, government will be very happy. They will provide you loan. They will provide you funds. Okay. If you are getting married, Japan government will be very happy. If you give birth to children, Japan government will give you leave. Take 1 year of leave, 1.5 years of leave. Take care of the child. How much money you want? Take the money also go. Be in your house. Try to increase population. If you give birth to second children, third children, that means more benefits will be given for you. Tax benefits will be given for you. Okay. Japan government is actively promoting people to stay in their house. Japan government is actively promoting people to get married, people to give birth to more than one children. 2, 3, 4, Japan government will be very happy. Japan government will take care of everything for the child. All you have to do is stay in your home and give birth to children. Cool, right? If this is the case with Japan, think about the Scandinavian countries. Scandinavian countries goes to a very different level related to this population increasing strategy. Okay, so Japan is facing, as I said, in Russia, more than baby diapers, you can see old age people's diapers. In China, in Japan also, in China also same case. Okay, more than kindergartens in Japan, you can see old age homes, right? Am I clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So population increasing strategy is something that Japan is concentrating right now. So why the stark contrast between Japan and the United States of America? Japan and the USA are neighbors, right? This side it is Japan, that side it is USA. Why so different in the strategy, in how they spend money? Actually, Japan saves money for the United States to spend it. Japan is one of the highest exporters in the world. Am I right? They export more than what they import. Am I right, guys?
Yes, sir.
China
Yes, sir.
is also one of the most important exporter. They also surplusly export to other parts of the country. Okay, so when they export articles, when they export manufactured goods, what do they get in return? What do they get usually? What do they get by exporting? Money. Yes, good. What money is that, Mubashir? Which money is that? Which currency is that? Exactly, dollar. As I said, China has more dollar reserves than USA itself. So Japan saves money. Japan exports and saves forex reserve, forex money just for the United States to spend. Literally, the whole world, okay, especially if you see China and Japan is fighting for the development of United States. Japan and China are the countries who have forex reserves, saved forex reserves, and invested in USA and do a lot of export to USA for the US government, for the US people to spend money. Cool, right? As I said, USA, they spend money, spend like anything. But even then, their economy is strong. Japan and China has surplus economy. I mean, surplus forex, surplus export. But if you see United States, they import more than they export. They spend more than what they earn. Okay, but still the economy is strong. Reason is, I said already. What is the reason?
People not willing to spend money.
So the whole world is saving for United States, just for the United States to spend a lot of money. Okay, Japan exports more, China exports more, America spends more, saves little. America has huge trade deficit, but Japan has huge trade surplus. American economy is considered to be the strongest and trusted economy in the world only because of Japan and China. Okay, Americans borrow from Japan, China, and India just to spend the money. So virtually the other parts of the world, the other countries of the world, they save money only for the Americans to spend it freely. Right? So it's crazy how the world works. Have you seen the any videos related to traffic jam in Japan and China, even in Korea for that case? Traffic jam.
Yes, sir.
Is there any interesting thing about it?
There is a traffic jam happened for around 1 week.
Right? Traffic jam for 1 week, guys. In India, we say Bangalore has one of the worst traffic jam in India. But even if you go to Bangalore, it's like 1 to 2 hours you can reach your place. But in Japan, 1 week traffic jam. In China, traffic jam can go to days together. In Korea, same case. Because as I said, majority of the regions of China, Japan, Korea are not accessible for the people because transportation is difficult. Okay, it's full of mountainous hilly areas, so it's difficult for the transportation purposes. So the concentration of cities in these countries are only in particular places. If concentration of cities are there in only particular places, what happens is population concentration and population density will be high, very high, only in those cities. If population concentration is high, what are the things comes with that? Pollution, right? Air pollution. That's why if you see New Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, okay, Mumbai, known for air pollution. Okay, and especially if you are in temperate climate at 35-degree north latitudes or 30-degree north latitudes, then you are done. Your life is screwed. Pollution, heavy pollution. And why particularly in temperate climate? Why particularly in 30-degree north, 35-degree north? We'll have the answer in climatology. Okay, so high air pollution, high water pollution. Okay, seawater inundation into the main water pipeline. Okay, and apart from that, living cost will be damn high. So people who've been to Bangalore, Chennai, or Mumbai, or even Delhi, like, do you know about the rent price, Rent in these cities? Rent. Guys.
No, sir.
Okay. So some of you must have gone to somewhere, right? Some places like Chennai, at least Bangalore. No? Okay. Mumbai. At least see, I expect certain things from you people. Okay, so you should know certain basic things that is happening in India. Try to know. Try to read. Try to read more. Try to understand more about the life of people from other parts of at least India, not the world. Okay, so that's what high exorbitant rent rate, and apart from high rent. Yeah, that's what. I rent Mumbai, especially Mumbai. Oh, even Delhi is better compared to Mumbai in the rent case. Okay. Food prices. I'll say Chennai is one of the worst place for food because food is really good. It's not about the taste. What I'm saying is it's about the price of food. Okay. So it's like two sides of Chennai is there. One side food is very cheap. The other side food is very high. Okay, so food prices also becomes a problem for a person who's there in cities. High food price, high rent. That means what? The cost of living becomes high. When the cost of living becomes high, when more and more population is there, when more and more density is there, you won't even get a place to stay in cities. Especially that is true for the most populated city in the world, where for a night, if you have to stay, you have to spend like uh, in $50, $60 of money you have to spend for a one night stay. Okay, and that too in what? They'll give you only one single bed, a capsule where you can sit. You cannot even stand there. A small place like a capsule like place, you can go there inside, sleep in the bed, next day come out. That's what you can do. So high rent rate is another problem. Okay, guys, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Right, so that is all about Japan. What else? Do you guys have any doubt? So the next class will be your last class for maps. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So if you guys have any doubt, kindly ask me if you have any doubt, any clarifications. Any doubt, any clarification regarding this?
Hello,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Not in the map of Japan, in map of Africa. You have mentioned a place in Sudan which starts with D. Which is that place, sir? I think it's pronounced like Darfur, like that.
Darfur, D-A-R-F-U-R, Darfur region. Darfur, D-A-R-F-U-R.
Sir, what is the importance of that place?
Terrorism. I spoke about terrorism in Darfur region. Extremist activities.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Gino said, yeah. Extremist activities in Darfur region. Anything else, guys? Do you have any doubt regarding map, regarding geography, regarding anything else? Your preparation.
Clear, sir.
Okay, good. So what happened to the regular participations who usually speak or ask questions, doubts, or say answer in my class? What happened to you, Abdullah, Biju, Adit? What happened to you all people? Why are you not active today? Listening. Okay. Okay then. Thank you all. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.
Have a great day.
Yes. Enjoy your weekend then.